Hello, YouTube moms and teachers. Teacher Teresa here with another video. I know it's been a long time since I've posted, but it was quite a year last year. And so I was teaching public school and I just didn't have time to do this too. But I have resigned from public school. And if you're wondering why, there were a lot of reasons. And the biggest one was my kids were not happy in public school themselves. And I had to take a good, hard, long look at what really mattered most to me. And at the end of the day, it was my children's happiness and not my career. So I left public school and I am back online with another lovely year of homeschooling and private tutoring. And I'm, of course, still offering homeschool evaluations for families who need that. Today, I wanted to review Right Starts Math versus Gamma Math. Obviously not last year because we were public schoolers, but the year before we did Right Start B. And this year, my son's co-op is doing Gamma Math, but at home, I'm still doing Right Start. And I'm going to talk about why. So, what is the benefits of Gamma Math? Well, his co-op kind of forced it on us. I didn't even have a choice in the matter. So we did purchase the textbook, the instruction manual, the test booklet, the workbook, the DVDs. I did not buy the manipulatives because the Right Start manipulatives that I already had at home are very similar and can be used interchangeably just fine. So there was no need for that. What I like about it, not much. The worksheets are something he can sit down and do independently, and his class is doing it. So I guess there's the element of togetherness. But that's pretty much the end of my benefits of Gamma Math. The DVD that comes with it is by a teacher who created it for his own students at home, and he recorded himself teaching it in his regular classroom. The DVD, my son can't even sit through the lessons. They're incredibly boring. So it's nice the way that he explains it. So I watch them myself so that I can re-explain anything that needs to be explained to Daniel because they don't watch them in their class at co-op. But you need to have understood the lesson in order to be able to complete the work. And since this is required for co-op, he does have to know those lessons. So I watch the video and then I teach it to him myself in a more fun and engaging way. Gamma Math is boring. That brings me to Right Start. Right Start Math does have worksheets as well, and we hardly ever do the worksheets. We do some. We use Outschool for a teacher who does a really great job teaching math, and I am not a math teacher. So shout out to Miss Opie. She teaches Right Start to Daniel, and then I reinforce the lessons at home. So we have done the word problems. We do use the part whole addition systems. If you're not familiar with it, you put the whole number here that you're looking for and the parts that equal up to it. So this one says 11 cherries were on the plate. Matthew ate some of them. There were 8 cherries. How many cherries did Matthew eat? So we would put 11 on the plate. We would put 8 here, and then we're looking for this number. So 11 minus 8 gives us that number. And that's how you do it for subtraction. If you are adding, then you would say, okay, so we have 8 plus some number equals 11. Same thing. So the part whole is something I really do love about Right Start Math. It really helps students understand what they're doing when they're adding and subtracting. Now, my favorite manipulative from Right Start is by far the weight balance. And I'm going to grab it real quick. My kids have it over here. They're playing with it. I'll grab 3 weights. All right. So this is the math balance. Let's say your student wants to find a number that added together with another number makes 10. So on this side of the weight balance, you're going to put 10. And then over here on this side of the balance, we're going to play around. We're going to try to find a number that equals 10. So of course, we all know 5 and 5 make 10. So if I put 2 weights on 5, look at that, it balances. Okay, let's pretend I'm really bad at math and I have no idea what makes 10, but I know that 10 equals 10. I'm going to celebrate my kid. They got that right, and then I'm going to encourage them to do something else. But of course, 10 and 10 will balance. But let's say I get it wrong. I did 1 and I did 8. 8 and 1 does not equal 10, and it will not balance. This is my favorite manipulative. Did I mention that? So now I'm going to put it on 2, and there you go. 8 and 2 will make 10. This is a great manipulative. It does not come with Gamma Math from Matthew C. It only comes with Right Start. Let's talk about my other favorite thing about Right Start. Right Start has an entire game manual. Right Start card games. So this is an entire book of different kinds of math games that you can play with your student for every math concept that you could possibly think of. And I love it. There are 300 games in here. My favorite one, of course, is a very popular Right Start game, Go to the Dump, where your students try to add up to a specific number, drawing cards off of a pile. There are tons of YouTube videos you can watch to learn how to play that game if you are interested. Or, of course, you can message me in the comments and I'll just link you the YouTube video that you're specifically looking for. There's a couple of good ones by a Hispanic woman that I found on YouTube. I'm not a math teacher, so when it comes to understanding the math teaching concepts myself, I look to teachers who are better at it than me. I'm an ELA teacher, not a math teacher, but I do love Right Start. My kids love playing these games, and they think that they're not doing math, that they're just playing, but they are learning, and they learn so much through the Right Start math games, and I love that. So if I had to pick a math curriculum, I'm sure you figured out by now, Right Start is my way to go. You'll notice I do not have the lesson book for level C. I only have the worksheets and the games because Miss Opie teaches it for him on Outschool. So she has the lesson book. And I'm thinking about buying it, honestly, just because it's nice to have the full set someday if I go to resell it. And it would be probably good for me to read it anyway. But Opie on Outschool teaches Right Start math to my son. She does a fantastic job. And I do not like Matthew C. That's the end of this video. See you later.